Hollywood thrives on feuds, it's practically part of the business model. But every now and then, a feud comes along that feels less like casual shade and more like an actual grudge match. And this one? It's shaping up to be one of the most surprising of the year. Actress Blake Lively, famous for her picture-perfect family image and carefully guarded private life, is now locked in a tense, public fight with none other than celebrity gossip blogger Perez Hilton. According to court documents, Perez posted over 500 negative stories about Blake, yes, 500, and fans are left wondering why anyone would dedicate that much energy to tearing down a single celebrity. How did this even start? What's the connection to actor-director Justin Baldoni? And why does this entire situation feel more like a carefully planned revenge plot than random internet gossip? The deeper we dig, the more this feud starts looking like a Hollywood power struggle with receipts, grudges, and maybe even hidden alliances. When most celebrities get bad press, it's a few articles here, a couple of speculative Instagram posts there. But 500 separate stories targeting the same person? That's not standard media coverage, that's obsession territory. Blake's legal team is adamant that these weren't just harmless gossip updates. They're alleging the stories were misleading, exaggerated, and at times outright defamatory. And while gossip blogs post hundreds of stories every year, the ability to trace such a massive chunk of that content back to one celebrity suggests something deliberate. It's not just the number that's shocking, it's the consistency. These stories allegedly kept appearing month after month, stretching across years, creating a constant drip feed of negative press. If you think about the way public opinion works, a steady stream of damaging headlines can warp perception, even if each individual post doesn't seem catastrophic on its own. Over time, that drip turns into a flood. To really understand the stakes here, you need to know who Perez Hilton is and what his brand represents. In the mid-2000s, Perez's blog was the Wild West of celebrity coverage. He was known for his crude doodles on paparazzi photos, blunt one-liners, and a willingness to post stories that mainstream outlets wouldn't touch, at least not right away. Love him or hate him, he had influence. But his career has also been laced with controversy. He's been sued by celebrities, called out by advocacy groups, and even admitted in interviews that he regrets some of his more vicious takedowns from the early days. Over time, Perez softened his tone, or at least claimed to. He leaned more into video commentary, social media updates, and positive celebrity news. But the truth is, his reputation for drama never fully went away. So when someone like Blake Lively, a celebrity who generally avoids tabloid scandal, accuses him of a sustained smear campaign, people take notice. And this is where the plot thickens. According to Blake's side, there's a possible link between Perez's relentless coverage and her rumored falling out with actor-director Justin Baldoni. The specifics of their alleged conflict are murky, but whispers point to tension on the set of a still undisclosed project. Industry insiders claim the disagreement may have been both creative and personal, the kind of clash that leaves bruised egos on both sides. If Perez's coverage was somehow connected to that fallout, it shifts the narrative entirely. Suddenly, this isn't just one blogger picking on a celebrity, it becomes a potential example of how personal grievances in Hollywood can spill over into the press. It wouldn't be the first time. Relationships between celebrities, journalists, and bloggers can be transactional. If you've got influence and connections, you can shape a narrative, sometimes subtly, sometimes aggressively. And if Perez was playing messenger or attack dog in someone else's fight, that's where the accusations of targeted harassment start to make sense. Perez's history makes this theory even more believable. Over the years, he's clashed with everyone from Lady Gaga to Miley Cyrus to Ariana Grande. Many of these feuds followed a pattern, a falling out over something personal or political, followed by a noticeable uptick in negative coverage. Sometimes, the two parties eventually reconcile, like with Lady Gaga, who mended fences after years of silence. Other times, the bad blood never goes away. This pattern makes the Blake situation look less like an anomaly and more like part of Perez's MO. But here's the difference, most of Perez's past targets were celebrities who lived loudly, openly, and sometimes recklessly in the public eye. Blake, on the other hand, has built a career out of staying above the noise. That makes the sheer intensity of the coverage stand out even more. One of the reasons this story has hit the entertainment world so hard is that Blake Lively has never really been a scandal celebrity. Her public image is carefully crafted: elegance, family values, business ventures, and the occasional witty social media post. She's not the type to pick fights online, and she's not the type to overshare personal drama. Her brand is clean, and her press has been, until now, largely positive. For someone like Blake, even a whisper campaign can be damaging because it chips away at the very foundation of her public persona. Unlike celebrities who thrive on drama, Blake doesn't have the "bad press is still good press" safety net. Unsurprisingly, the public reaction has been split right down the middle. On one side, fans, and even some fellow celebrities, are calling this harassment, pure and simple. 500 posts? That's not journalism, that's obsession, one popular tweet read. On the other side, Perez defenders argue that celebrities are fair game and that if Blake is truly wronged, she can win her case in court. The feud has sparked bigger conversations about where the line is between free speech, gossip, and defamation. In the age of digital media, where content spreads faster than facts, these lines are blurrier than ever. In Hollywood, perception is everything. A rumor, even if it's false, can stick if it's repeated enough times. And that's where PR strategy comes into play. Blake's decision to address this through legal channels rather than social media is telling. It signals that she's not trying to win the internet, she's trying to establish a record, a defense, and potentially set a precedent. Perez, meanwhile, thrives on visibility, and controversy only boosts his brand. So while Blake's strategy is to starve the story of oxygen, Perez's is to keep it alive, because the longer people talk, the more clicks he gets. If this actually goes to trial, it could have massive implications for celebrity-blogger dynamics. Perez has been sued before, but the scale of Blake's claims makes this unique. If she can prove a coordinated smear campaign, and if any evidence emerges linking Justin Baldoni or other third parties to that campaign, it could set off a chain reaction of similar lawsuits in Hollywood. For gossip bloggers, it might mean more caution in how often they target a single celebrity. For celebrities, it could open the door to fighting back against online reputational damage in new ways. For now, Blake is letting her legal filings do the talking. Perez hasn't backed down, and Justin Baldoni has maintained complete silence, which, in Hollywood, often means the real drama is unfolding off-camera. Whether this ends in a courtroom showdown, a behind-the-scenes settlement, or a quiet fade from the headlines, one thing's certain: this feud has already peeled back the curtain on just how personal celebrity gossip can get. And something tells me, we've only seen Act 1.